Despite the recent decline in oil prices, industry professionals and experts in the airline sector predict that high airfares will persist for a considerable period. The gradual recovery of travel demand since the lifting of COVID-19 related restrictions had already signaled an increase in fares. However, this year, as airlines anticipate passenger numbers returning to pre-crisis levels, prices have skyrocketed. Welcome to Slant News. If you want to support, you can subscribe to our channel. In France, the average cost of air tickets in April was 32.6% higher compared to 4 years ago, as reported by the French Civil Aviation Authority. For flights to the Asia-Pacific region, the increase was even more substantial, reaching up to 51%. In the United States, the Air Ticket Price Index published by the St. Louis Federal Reserve indicated an 11% rise in airfare between April 2019 and April 2023. This increase occurred despite the easing of oil prices after reaching their peak following Russia's invasion of Ukraine in early 2022. The International Air Transport Association, IATA, projects that oil prices will average $98.5 per barrel this year, compared to $135.6 last year. Fuel costs typically have a significant impact on ticket prices, accounting for approximately 25% to 30% of airline expenses. Nevertheless, labor costs and other expenses associated with the supply chain appear to be higher or on the rise, according to Marie Owens Thompson, IATA's chief economist. She expressed these concerns during a recent meeting in Istanbul, stating that airlines must find ways to cover these costs to avoid incurring losses. This becomes a challenge as they are just starting to recover from the financial impact of COVID-19 and still need to repay the substantial debts accumulated during the pandemic. Thompson addressed this issue at the general meeting of the association, which brings together 300 airlines worldwide. Vik Krishnan, an airline sector specialist at McKinsey, believes that the primary concern now revolves around the imbalance between available seats and the high demand from passengers. Despite order books being full, aircraft manufacturers are struggling to meet delivery targets due to shortages of parts or materials from suppliers. Labor costs also pose a significant challenge. Jeffrey Weston from the consultancy firm Bain Company noted that many airlines had to renegotiate agreements with their flight and cabin crews, as well as other stakeholders such as ground handlers and maintenance shops. This was necessary because higher wages became a requirement as the industry emerged from the COVID-19 crisis. In conclusion, the combination of rising labor costs, supply chain challenges, and the persistent demand for air travel has contributed to the sustained high airfares despite the recent fall in oil prices. Airlines are striving to find solutions to cover these expenses and maintain profitability in a challenging post-pandemic recovery phase.